I think the best way to start a video like this is make it overly clear. I'm not suggesting, saying, or implying we should do anything. I'm just commenting on things I noticed. Now, I wasn't going to cover the Minnesota riots. I would not touch that topic with a 10-foot pole because I know, regardless what side I pick or what my opinion is, I'm going to be wrong and I'm going to lose an ass ton of subscribers just because of how strongly people feel about this. It's a fact. It's the way life works. And I ignore news like it's the plague. I just can't watch it. It makes me not sleep at night, etc., etc. Not good for me. It got to the point to where I couldn't ignore it anymore. I'd go on Instagram to watch girls do squats. Boom, there's pictures of the Minnesota riots. I'd jump on Snapchat. Boom, pictures of the Minnesota riots. Jump on YouTube. Boom, videos about the Minnesota riots. I'd get private messages telling me, hey, check out this clip of the Minnesota riot. So I was forced into paying attention to this. Now I was going to do a post this morning showing what the aftermath of one of our protests looked like versus one of the aftermath of one of their protests. And talk about how they're idiots, they're all a bunch of criminals, that is not how to hold a protest. As I'm getting ready to make this post, like I'm cropping in the photos, I'm thinking about what I'm going to say in my head. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. They got everything they wanted. They got the guy's name out there. They made the government afraid of them. Like, I guarantee nobody in Minnesota is going to tread on any rights for a while, especially if you're black. They got free TVs from Target. There's probably, aside from like the Congo or like the North or South Pole, there's probably nowhere in the world you could go right now and not hear about the Minnesota riots. So I'm like, well, what if we're the idiots? Maybe we're the ones doing the protesting wrong. For example, that guy that just died, or like I said, I avoid the news, but from what I understand, somebody's wife was in bed, she got shot, and the guy went to go defend his homestead, and he got arrested. Or the other one where they another guy was in bed and they shot him over red flag laws. What we do on our protests is we strap up, we go down to our state capitol, and we try to make a point. Now, I'm not calling you a coward at all if you've open carried at one of these protests, but what is the point of open carrying? Why would I throw on a rifle like this and let everybody see it? Well, it's like the nuclear arms race. What this is showing is I have the ability to escalate things quickly. Are you willing to go down that road? That works so well, there's even cops in certain counties that are telling these protesters right now, hey, don't come to our county, our civilians are armed. To try to stop things from happening before they happen. So alright, let's pretend for a second, I'm at one of these protests. Open carrying, locked and loaded. I'm not alone right now, there's people on both sides of me, there's people behind me, I'm right in the front of the crowd. So I'm sitting there, I'm peaceful protesting, and for whatever reason, the people trying to stop this protest shoot the guy next to me. Yes, every fiber in my body is going to be like, swing your weapon around and start returning fire. But I know if I shoot even one shot, it's going to give those people a free pass to light up the crowd. Yeah, it'll probably eventually come down to who shot first and this guy's wrong, but the whole point of the protest would basically be lost. It would turn into a bloodbath. By me firing one round, I will most likely get everybody around me killed, even if I don't die myself. So most people at one of those protests aren't going to shoot even if they get shot at, because they know better. So what if we're doing our protests wrong? What if instead of strapping up, we should go to these protests unarmed, maybe break some shit, close down some interstates, get a free TV from Target, and maybe then our voice will get heard. And because Second Amendment is kind of niche, there's not a lot of people that support, well, there's a lot of people that support. Not everybody supports the Second Amendment. Maybe instead of going out there trying to protest for the Second Amendment, maybe we should go out there under civil rights. The red flag law is taking away due process. What if we protest losing due process instead of the Second Amendment? We'll still get our message out there, and maybe we'll get what we want with interest. But every time we always backpedal. We strap up when we go to these. This way nothing will happen because nobody can do anything because everybody's just armed to the teeth. And then take the Boogaloo thing. The ATF finally started taking us serious. Like, hey, you know, it's really starting to look like a movement here. These are the things you should watch out with the people that are moving, or the people that are representing this movement. The first public coverage I seen of this was on the Hank Strange show, and he had Amalan on there, and it was a backpedal. It was like, oh, it's just a jokey joke. Nobody's serious. Nobody's gonna get hurt. It's just a joke. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Thanks, Amalan. You just took away all the steam from something that was actually going somewhere.
Boogaloo shirt. Do you want to break down what this whole thing is? Is it an actual movement? Is it a conspiracy? Some kind of subvertive anti-government group? Or is it just a joke?
It's a joke. It is only a joke. The joke is a movie that actually had Jean-Claude Van Damme dancing in the background called Break Into Electric Boogaloo. Mm-hmm. This is like Revolution to Electric Boogaloo. Mm-hmm. It was a joke from there.
So what do I think? One, we should probably stop carrying guns to our protests. Two, we should start protesting when this red flag crap happens. There's been more than enough incidences where the public would have got behind us and we did nothing. Anyway, please share this video around because my channel is doing really good right now, and this is going to murder the channel because I'm going to lose a whole bunch of subscribers, and I'd like to try to get some of them back. If you'd like to check out any of my other videos, click on the links up here. If you'd like to help support the channel, I got my Patreon. I also got affiliate links in the description down below. Just clicking on that link and doing your Amazon shopping you were already going to do anyway, even if it's not for what the link is for, I had a little kickback for it because you went there off of my channel. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.